This video is to help you with number 3 on CR Helper number 30. It says the 7th grade went to an aquarium for a field trip. There are 225 students in the 7th grade. 162 went on the field trip. What percentage of students went on the field trip? I'm going to talk about this in two ways. I'm going to look at it doing it the way you do it in 6th grade, and then I'll talk about the way you do it in 7th grade and try to show you that you're going to come up with the same answer either time. So there is a total of 225 students in the 7th grade. 162 is the part that went on the field trip. They asked what percentage went on the field trip. Okay, soon as you see percentage, you know percentage is out of 100, something out of 100. So you could always, in 6th grade, I believe you look at the part who went on the field trip out of the total equals whatever your percent is out of the total percentage, which would be 100. So you do 162 over 225. So if 162 out of 225 students go on the field trip, how many does that mean out of 100? That would give you your percentage. Then you'd look and say, gosh, how do I get from 225 to 100? Well, if I actually divide that by 2.25, I'll get to 100. Let me just double check that off to the side. If you do 2.25 into 225, you'll get to 100. So the decimal point on the inside of the box is here. 2 places over, I have to move it on the outside. 2 places over, I move it on the inside. So really, I'm doing 225 into 22,500. Then you look, how many times did 225 go into 225? Oh, that's once. 1 times 225 is 225. 0, bring down a 0. How many times 225 go into 0? Oh, 0 times. 0 times 225, that's 0. Bring down that last 0. How many times 225 go into, 0. Okay. That was just to prove to you that 225 divided by 2.25 is 100. I'm going to divide the denominator by 2.25. I need to divide the numerator by 2.25. Just want to erase this off. Now we're going to take 162 and divide by 2.25. Again, if on the outside of the division box we have to move that decimal point over 2 places to create a whole number, then on the inside of the division box you also have to move that decimal point over 2 places and add 2 zeros. You have so many decimals running around, I don't like to leave it written that way. How you want to rewrite it is 225 into 16,200. So what you have to do, if you're moving that decimal over 2 places, you have to move that decimal over 2 places. So now I want to know, how many times does 225 go into 162? Ooh, it doesn't. 0 times. How many times does 225 go into 1,620? All right. So let's see. What would 225 times? I'm taking a wild guess. 2 times 7 is 14. So I'm going to try 225 times 7 and hope to get somewhere around 1,600. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 2 is 14, 15, 16, 17. Put down a 7, carry a 1. 7 times 2 is 14, and 1 more is 15. I think that's 1575. So I'm going to put a 7 right above that 0. And so hopefully I haven't made any mistakes in my calculations. 1575, and we're going to subtract off. Can't take 5 from 0, borrow from that 2. That 2 becomes a 1, that becomes a 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. Oops, can't take 7 from 1. 6 becomes a 5. That becomes an 11. 11 minus 7 is 4. And 5 minus 5 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Excellent. Then we drag down the 0. How many times did 225 go into 450? Oh gosh, that's twice. 225 times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4, and 1 is 5. 2 times 2 is 4. 72% must be our answer. 72% of students went on that field trip. At the beginning of this video, I said I was also going to do it the 7th grade way, but guess what? I'm not, only because it's already a 5-minute video. Hopefully that helps. Try to have a good day. Oops, sorry about that.